Coming up next, boys high school basketball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
This matchup tonight is for all the marbles, as we would say, for the Lake Erie League.
It's going to. I like the idea. Garfield Heights, you looked it up tonight. They've got Shaw, not beating up on Shaw. They're not playing terribly well. They're 8-8, but 2-6 in the conference. So you assume Garfield Heights is going to bump up to 7-2. The question is going to be where Cleveland Heights and Lorain kind of take care of business. Is Cleveland Heights going to end up on top all alone, or are we going to have a three-way tie? We're going to answer that question here starting in just a moment. Aiden Brown's going to step into the circle for the Titans. And jumping up is Jalen Davis, actually, and I got him wrong on the starting lineup. They kind of switched things on us. Ball tipped around, collected nicely by Jordan Jackson. He'll work up. Nice bounce pass to Brown along the baseline, and a quick two for Brown.
Aiden Brown with a great finish at the basket. Great look by Jordan Jackson.
Manny Hill will work up court. He's going to be D'd up by Benigin out top between the circles. Look for a lot of man defense tonight. If there's a zone, I would be stunned.
Yeah, both teams normally go man-to-man here in the Lake Erie League, and I would expect the same thing.
Pick and roll won't work, but Jalen Davis there to follow up for Cleveland Heights. That'll tie it at 2 with 7.5 remaining in the first quarter. Working forward is Jordan Jackson just across the timeline. Wanted to go to the left hand, goes back to the right, clears off, goes into the lane, shot blocked, collects his own rebound and flips it out toward midcourt. Nice job kind of restarting things there for Benigin. He'll send it out to the right side. Brown wants to go to work, has to leave it back. Benigin working off the pick high, works at the top of the key. There's the pick and roll again. Brown in the lane, misses first time, misses second time, gets it again, gets fouled. He'll go to the line a little frustrated that he didn't take advantage of those first two opportunities.
If you miss, keep trying, and Aiden Brown did a great job of not giving up on that play. 3 offensive rebounds, finally drawing that foul and getting sent to the line.
Free throw number 1 is a no-go that time frame, but you got to have those ones in a game like this. I know it's early to be picking on free throws. No one's warmed up yet, but boy, the freebies, you got to claim them.
Yeah, every point matters here in this type of game.
Free throw number 2 comes up short as well. Rebound collected by Harden. They'll work to the right side and come up the far sideline. Hesitation there for Clark. He'll cross over and get the offense started. He had 2 high, 2 low, and they'll kind of switch places. Drop the pass into Harden, kicks it right back out. Nothing doing there. Good defense outside by the Titans. They'll back them out and make them restart the offense. Across the top comes Hill and going to get an offensive foul. And they're going to call that on Jerron Harden.
Jerron Harden set that screen and just threw a little bit of that hip action in there. Don picked up that foul.
Got to keep both feet on the ground. Got to keep the hips right over the feet. That's the trick. It's tempting. You want to get into that screen. You can't. Here comes Wilson. Quickly up court, hands off, and gets it right back. Outside the arc, just left of center, finds Benigin on the left wing. Well outside the arc. Got Cutters going through the key for Lorain and going to the front of the rim that time. Having a shot blocked was Wilson. Will head the other way. There's the run out. Nice job getting back defensively. Aaron Whitehead came back, poked the ball away, and ends up coming right back into Lorain hands.
Yeah, Manny Hill had a wide open layup, and Aaron Whitehead just not giving up on that play, stripped it.
Whitehead will get the inbounds pass, mishandles the ball. He'll have to recollect it, D'd up by Hill. He'll work toward midcourt, finally beat the timeline, spins into the top of the key, bounce pass along the baseline. Brown again along the baseline, up and down. He got it.
The Titans are doing a great job of dribble penetration and finding the open man underneath.
The movement off the ball is what's really impressive. They're making it easy to make those passes.
Always moving, never staying still.
Farmer launches long distance, not going to happen for him. Rebound underneath. They'll tip it right back into the middle. Davon Smith-Johnson just into the ball game. They'll drop it down to the baseline. There's a strong take by Davis. That'll be his second basket, and this is not something you want to see. Aiden Brown down on the court and in some pretty serious discomfort. They're going to bring the training staff out here. If I had to guess, I would guess it's an ankle or a leg on that left side. Now they get the training staff out there. John Rossitano beside himself, frustrated. Look, we just got healthy. And here's one of our guys down on the court.
It's one thing the Titans have been battling all year is injuries, not having their starting core together this whole season. And And right now, right before tournament time, you definitely don't want to see an injury if you're John Rossitano.
They're flip him over, and they are looking at that left lower extremity. And he's in some pretty serious pain. He's uncomfortable to say the very least right now. 4-4 is your count, and 5:38 remains in this first quarter. The Titans are going to come out and
looks like they're going to pick him up and not put any pressure on that.
Well, I think one of the things in a game like this is, and I think this is true for the Titans, you're off to a really good start.
Yeah.
You really want to keep yourselves out on the court, but you've got to take care of this player. I understand getting him up off the court and moving him along, but you want to make sure that if it is that leg, it's stable before you move him.
It looks to be an ankle, as what the trainer is working on, kind of squeezing the toes of Aiden Brown to see if he has some feeling in him.
All right, tell you what we're going to do right now. It looks like they're going to tend to him for a little bit longer here. We're going to go ahead and take a real quick break. 5:38 left in the first quarter, 4-4. It's a tie ball game. We'll step away. We'll be right back on WLCS TV 20, WDLW 98.9, 1380, and WDLWradio.com.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
All right, I want to welcome you back to Cleveland Heights. Mr. Brown's receiving some attention on the sideline. We'll keep an eye on that and see if we can get you an update. Titans coming away with the ball, tied at 4 with 5.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Wilson with the ball, a little left to center, well away from the basket. Hands off, Benjamin coming across the top. Coming into the ball game, Devontae Jackson covering for that injury. That'll be Jordan Jackson, top of the key, wants to work inside, kicks it out. Hesitation move there, a couple different hesitation moves by Wilson. They'll kick it outside along the baseline. Benjamin steps in, 15-footer, a little bit to the left of the hoop. Not going to fall for him. Rebound collected by E.J. Farmer. He'll spin it across. Garvin Clark drops it down to the baseline. Good D there by the Titans. Benjamin doing a great job down in that corner. They kick it right back out top to Clark. Wait for the offense to set up. Stepping out will be Hill. They'll drop it down to the baseline. Jalen Davis spins away from about 8 feet. Got it to roll in. There's a shooter's touch. He's got all 6 points for Cleveland Heights.
That's been the trend so far. The big guys have been the scorers so far for both teams.
Trap along the far sideline. Benjamin handles that for the Titans. He'll get it out top. Jordan Jackson gets it out to the top. There goes Whitehead. Clean 17-footer. Perfect.
Aaron Whitehead pulling up from the free throw line. Nothing but net for the Titans.
4:22 remaining in the first quarter here in Cleveland Heights. Don Vincent along with David Rivera. Joe Bach standing immediately to my right as well from WLCS. Good to have him along for the call. Manny Hill spins into the lane, steps through, up and under, no, misses the shot. Tip's not going to fall. There's a big rebound for the Titans. That's going to be collected by Wilson. He'll start the fast break down to Whitehead, hesitates on the left wing, spins it out top. Benjamin, top of the key, through the lane, kicks it back out. Wilson wanted the shot, no, steps in. 17-footer, leaves that one a little bit long. Rebound collected by Jalen Davis for Heights. Here we go the other way. Clark into the lane, layup and the deuce.
Garvin Clark with his first basket of the game.
I think that's the first lead of the game for Cleveland Heights, isn't it? 8-6. Yep. There's Lorain the other way. They'll kick it out. Wilson all alone in the right corner. Got the tray.
Great look by Devontae Jackson to find Seth Wilson in that corner for the three.
No hesitation here for either one of these squads. They want to get right back onto the offensive end and take another look at it. There's a long jumper. Not, I think, the shot you wanted from Davis, but the rebound's going to end up in Wilson's hands, and he's going to give it right back to Heights. Is coming away with it was Clark. Wanted to start the fast break, just got a little too anxious with it.
Garvin Clark there with his head up was able to pick that pass off.
Clark between the circles, works to the left wing. Farmer steps for a three ball off the back of the rim, no. Rebound, Cam Majors puts it right back up. That one's not going to fall. Here's a fast break opportunity for the Titans. Whitehead's going to lead the charge. Leaves it back behind. Long three ball. Jordan Jackson, it's all good.
Jordan Jackson with the three ball for the Titans.
Now Lorain high up by a 4 count. 12-8. Now they're going to bring a little full court pressure, at least a little slow it down kind of pressure. Heights will work up into their offensive end with the ball in the hands of Clark. He'll work off to the left wing, checked there by Aaron Whitehead. Waits for some movement, fires. Diagonal pass into the corner. 3-ball launched and answered. That's Manny Hill for a tray.
And that was a good look by Garvin Clark to find Manny Hill all alone for that deep 3.
Whitehead with the ball for Lorain High. Comes across the timeline. Just a little bit better than 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Wilson has the ball, left wing. Kicks it right back out top. Jordan Jackson, a little pressure out top. There goes Wilson. Nice hesitation move. Kicks it into the corner. Whitehead. 3. Nope, a little bit strong. Rebound's going to be collected by the Titans. Seth Wilson had it. He almost ran over one of his own teammates.
Jackson and Wilson both fighting for that loose ball.
Well, you like to see him getting after it as long as they get to keep it. 1:46 remaining in the first quarter. It's a 1-point Lorain lead. 12-11 over Cleveland Heights. And Whitehead sends it over. Jordan Jackson. Titans look like they're content to burn a little bit of time here and slow the end of this first quarter down.
It's been going by fast.
It has. Wilson, hesitation move, kicks it outside. Pass across the lane, tipped there nicely by Cleveland Heights. It'll stay Lorain. They'll have the ball underneath their own basket. Subs coming in for Cleveland Heights. Let's see who's coming in here. It's Jamal Coles, the young man that I thought was starting.
Jamal Coles is a big guy, 6'6" senior. Expect to see him underneath.
Jameer Billings into the ball game for Lorain High. He'll get a touch quickly. He'll send it over across the top. Whitehead there. Finds Wilson. He was thinking about that 20-footer. He'll take the drive into the lane. Mishandles going up. Tries to recollect it. He'll lose it out of bounds, and we'll head the other way.
Seth going to the basket. Just got caught in midair by 2 Heights defenders. Lost that ball.
This Heights squad is long. These guys spread out their arms. They're covering a lot of distance. You go into that lane, you got to understand they're going to be there to harass the ball.
Titans in that half-court slow-down trap.
Well, you got Billings out there. That's one of his specialties. It's been throughout his career, the ability to play defense on the point. He's going to track down Christian Dillard, who had the ball. They'll work it to the right side. Clark for 3. Good. He's got 5, and it makes it a 14-12 lead, rather. Billings at the other end wants to fire from 3 to answer. He does so and nails it.
It's a great answer by Jameer Billings for that 3-pointer. Not his repertoire, but able to knock down that open shot.
If you got it, take it, I guess, right now. 1-point lead for Lorain High to the left baseline. Devon Smith-Johnson misses the 3-ball. Wilson with the rebound. Gets it ahead quickly. Devontae Jackson outside the arc near the left baseline. Kicks it out. Billings, no, to the right side. Whitehead for 3. Yep.
The extra pass, Don, by Billings to find Whitehead in the corner. Unselfish play by the Titans.
Whitehead with 5 points and a 3-point Lorain High lead. 18-14, 12 seconds remain in this first quarter in Cleveland Heights. Cross-court pass finds Clark. Hesitates there, 6, 5, 4 on the clock now. Right back to Clark, launches, 3-ball, no, front of the rim, and the first quarter is going to end with the Lorain High Titans up by 4, 18-14 over Cleveland Heights. Break time for us. We'll be back with more right after this on WDLW 98.9, 1380, and WLCS TV 20.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state. A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
This game may end up being legendary, 18-14.
We might be for another 40-point game here, Don.
It could happen. That's a great point. Lorain High's played in some games, especially recently, where the score's been fairly low. And not to say that Cleveland Heights hasn't been keeping it low. Against Garfield Heights, it was a 48-43 game. So both of these teams have been down this road before.
And we talked this game is much different than the first one when Heights came to Lorain. Garvin Clark led them with 28 points. It was a back-and-forth matchup, up and down. This one is a more grinded-out, slow type of half-court set.
alternate possession, puts the ball in the hands of the Cleveland Heights Tigers. They'll have it in between the circles. That was Christian Dillard. He'll send it over to Devon Smith-Johnson, right back to him. Dillard with the ball out top, being pressured out there. Steps through the lane, goes up, loses it out of bounds. It'll go off of his leg. Here's one of the differences between these two teams. Cleveland Heights has a 15-man roster, and all but 2 of these guys have played in literally every game this season. Lorain High, a little bit more compact, not only in their roster, but in their rotation.
Yeah, and depth for Heights might be a key in this game tonight.
Devontae Jackson outside, ball tipped away. This is going to be a fast break opportunity, and a nice job by Benningen to stop that down, track it down, almost saved the ball and gave it back to his teammates.
E.J. Farmer stole that ball and had a wide open layup, and Deontay Benningen just not giving up and getting back on defense.
I think everybody in the court knows you've got to know where E.J. is. You've got to find him.
He's the scorer, and he can fill it up, Don.
Dillard sends it to the baseline. There's Farmer. Left elbow, 15-footer, rolls that one off. Big, strong rebound. Cole's going to be taken away by the Titans. Wilson's going to rip it away. He's a big kid. He's a big man. Forget kid. Benningen, nice crossover. Kicks it outside. Wilson, little pump fake, works into the lane. Pops for 15. No, sends it right back outside. Benningen thought about the 3, takes a drive, stops and pops from about a dozen. Gets sent to the hardwood. No whistle there. Fast break opportunity again, but great job defensively by Devontae Jackson, Lorain High Titans, stopping that fast break opportunity.
Christian Dillard with the ball up top for Heights.
Finds E.J. Farmer on the left wing. He'll spot the 3 ball and nail it. That's his first basket of the ball game. You don't want to let him start feeling good.
No, and that's his 3rd 3-point attempt of the night already, Don.
Jordan Jackson with the ball out top of Lorain High. Top of the key, through the key, into the lane, off the glass and in.
Nice take there by Jordan Jackson.
Long pass going down court. They wanted to find Smith-Johnson. Gets harassed, gets his shot blocked, gets it back, and puts it right back up and in. Numbers game at that point. You thought Lorain High would have been all right with 3 defenders back there, but Smith-Johnson able to take advantage. Billings hesitates outside, steps to the free throw line, 15-footer, rattles it in.
Good looking basket there by Jameer Billings, and Lorain is calling a timeout.
It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. We'll get to take a deep breath. 22-19, a 3-point lead for Lorain High with 6:03 remaining in this first half. We talked about this being potentially a low-scoring ball game. It's a little bit more strategic right now. Pretty good look for both of these squads.
Yeah, it's going back and forth. Every possession counts. Every basket, every opportunity. Both teams are playing this game as if it was a tournament-style type of game, and you don't see the carelessness, the fancy passes. This game, everybody's dialed in, and they know how important this matchup is.
You look around the gym, you've got a nice Lorain High fan base here making the trip out to Cleveland Heights, want to enjoy a good ball game. So they're filling up their side of the stands and looking forward to a big game here tonight. 22-19 as we get set to get back into action here. 30-second timeout taken by the Titans. John Rostano was pretty animated in that huddle.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure the guys were fired up and ready to go now that they got the momentum building.
Dillard comes across the timeline with the left-hand dribble, checked out there by Benningen, finally works it inside. Nice job taking that away by Whitehead, but then he loses it right back. It's going to be picked up by Dillard, and then they'll call the foul on Whitehead. That's going to be the first foul called on the Titans.
Yeah, Whitehead was down on the ground trying to corral that loose ball, just grabbed the Heights player's leg for that foul.
May not have been a terrible foul, to be honest.
No, he was going for the ball.
Well, that and if he was going to be on the ground, they would have had numbers, and maybe not the best idea. 3-ball launch. Farmer, boy, off balance, able to nail that from the left wing. Ties it at 22 with 5.5 remaining in the first half. Jordan Jackson out top for the Titans. Works to Benningen on the right side. Wanted to work it down to the baseline. Finally does so to Jordan Jackson. He wants to back in. Sends it all the way across to Billings in the corner. Out to Wilson, left wing. Misses badly on that 3-ball. Fast break opportunity. There's the long pass. They'll find Davis. Turn it right back over. Here comes Benningen on the push. Centers it up. Works to the right side. Wilson wanted to go up. Had the ball poked away. Ends up losing it and going out of bounds off his leg. Had the fast break opportunity.
Yeah, tough play there by Seth Wilson. He did a great job defensively stealing that ball, getting it back in the fast break, and just unable to hang on to that.
Yeah, Wilson will take a little bit of a break. Some of that may be fatigue. I mean, they're put in, 11 minutes in this first half, and Needs a little bit of a break. Here we go. Heights on the other side. E.J. Farmer, another three. Look out.
That's one guy that
Feeling
the
it.
Titans do not want to get heated up.
He's got 9, all of them in this second quarter, and now a 3-point lead for Cleveland Heights with 4:44 remaining. In the corner, 3-ball launch. Not going to happen for Billings, but a nice putback that time by Devontae Jackson, his first basket of this ball game.
Being in the right place at the right time, Don.
You know those long balls are going to either come directly back to the shooter or they're going to go all the way across. It's a pretty easy formula. You pick one of those sides. Into the lane. Goes Hill, shot no. Gets his own rebound back outside the arc. A couple dribbles into the lane, flips through, puts it up, no. Tipped around, still tipped around. No one's claiming that. Finally, it will be Manny Hill getting it back, sends it out to Farmer. He can't hit the 12-footer as well as he's hitting the 3 balls. Saved, back in bounds that time. A nice job going after that by Christian Dillard from Cleveland Heights. Puts it right back on the hands of Hill. Hill works across the top, and he'll give it off to Dillard, and now he'll run the offense. A little bit less than 4 minutes remain in the half. Bounce pass. Goes into the lane. They'll shovel it across. Maybe an extra step there by Davis, but no one's going to call that when he's got 8 in the ball game.
He's been very strong underneath for the Heights Tigers.
Quickly down court, Devontae Jackson into the lane. Puts it up off the glass, rattles around on the rim a couple times before he drops in his 4th point of the ball game. Still a 1-point difference, 27-26 in favor of Heights.
Nice double clutch there by Devontae Jackson to get that basket in there.
And we got a 30-second timeout coming off the Cleveland Heights bench. Probably a good time for them to take the break as well, and just kind of it's almost, this game's not out of control. We're not going up and down, but both coaches I think want to make sure that everybody stays within the system.
And that's great coaching by both of these head coaches here on both sides. Slow this game down, keep your players composed, and make sure they know what the situation entails. So excellent job there by Coach Bremer.
I don't think there's any question about that. It's from a strategy perspective, this game could be a lot of fun before everything's said and done tonight. When do you take the timeouts? Who do you have out there? Are we running and gunning, or are we going to pull back? What kind of defense are we playing? Is it going to be tight man? Is it going to be helping man? I think all of those questions, and the answers to those questions change during the game.
It's going to be a good chess match as this night unfolds.
3.5 minutes remain in the first half, 27-26 in favor of Cleveland Heights. They have the ball now on their offensive end. There's the drive by Dillard into the lane. Foul's going to be whistled. I think they're going to get Deontay Benigin with a little reach in there. He got out of position defensively and ends up committing the foul.
Yeah, he thought he had all ball. Christian Dillard took it to the basket, and Deontay just reached and picked up that foul.
They'll go to the line. These will be the first free throws of the night for Cleveland Heights. Number 1 is good, and that'll be Dillard's first points of the evening.
Christian Dillard looks like a football player there, Don.
He does. You're right.
Short, stocky, muscular.
He'll set for number 2. He pointed at somebody. That was interesting. Second one's good. It's his second point of the ball game. It's back to a 3-point lead for Heights. Lorain High working up court. Whitehead hesitates just as he gets across the timeline. Then he'll work over to the right side. Finds Jordan Jackson. Jackson works across the top. Sends it all the way across to Aaron Whitehead. Whitehead wants to work. Spins off of the pick. Nothing doing for him there. They'll pop it outside to Benigin. Wilson back into the game, by the way. There's a shot along the baseline. Not going to happen for Jordan Jackson. Rebound's going to be picked up. Here comes Farmer on the push. Goes behind his back. Sends it off to the right side. Clark back into the corner now. Hesitation there from Greg Pitts. Pitts, one of the captains on this squad, coming in off the bench and contributing now. Dillard with the ball well away from the basket. 2:45 remaining in the first half. Wants to get a bit of a clear out here. Coming out high is Clark. Goes between his legs a couple times. Spots the 3 ball. Nailed it.
He was looking for an and one there, Don.
Yeah, he was. That seems to be the trend. Everybody's looking for the extra shot after that. If I didn't get fouled, I'm going to fall anyway. Jordan Jackson through the lane. Nice take that time. Almost got too fancy with the ball. Made that shot a little bit more difficult than it needed to be.
Yeah, he almost lost it. Good thing catching it in midair and putting it back up.
32-28, 4-point difference now in favor of Cleveland Heights. Just a little bit better than 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Clark with the ball out top, finds Farmer. He's going to be checked up out there by Devontae. Spots a 3 ball, a long one, rolls it off the rim, rebound, tipped around, picked up by Christian Dillard into the lane, gets tied up by Wilson. Jump ball, alternate possession is going to go Lorain's way. That was a long 3 ball.
E.J. Farmer's feeling it tonight, Don. He's already made 3 of his 6 3-point attempts. He's shooting 50%. Can't beat that.
And he had made several in a row. You hesitate to call that a heat check just because it was from 30 feet away from the basket.
It's a Seth Curry three right there.
That's it, exactly. Whitehead out top, finds Billings on the right side. Devontae Jackson, top of the key, checked up by Farmer, goes by him, goes to the front of the rim and lays it in. He's got 6, makes it a 2-point ball game again with 1:30 remaining.
Yeah, Devontae's 3 for 3 from the field.
You'll take it. Arvin Clark puts a fist up in the air, wants to call the offense here for Cleveland Heights with 1:25 remaining in the half. Goes between his legs, starts the offense off to the left side. Finds Christian Dillard. It's off the pick high, no, goes right back out top to Clark. Wanted to go up with a shot, lost the ball, ends up being picked up nicely this time. Devontae Jackson wants to lead the break, leaves it back. Whitehead for 3, no. A little bit too strong on that one. Rebound, battled for, come down to Cleveland Heights. Fast break opportunity. Farmer at the other end, lays it in.
E.J. Farmer just beating the Titans down the court for that easy basket.
Less than a minute remains in the half. 34-30. Kick it outside. Devontae Jackson for a moment finds Wilson. Out top now. Jordan Jackson into the lane. Takes the drive. Goes up. Couldn't finish it, but will go to the line for a couple here as he got fouled going up with that one.
Don, we talked about how E.J. Farmer was starting to heat up. Coach Rossitano made an adjustment, put in Jameer Billings to try to slow down E.J. Farmer's offensive game. 44 seconds left in this first half.
Foul was called on Greg Pitts, his first.
Jordan Jackson completing that first free throw attempt for the Titans.
He's got 8 in this half. Second free throw is up and a little bit long. Rebound's going to be collected by Garvin Clark, and he'll hand off. Christian Dillard will work up court, 40 seconds remaining. He puts 4 fingers up in the air. They want to get the set. Farmer's going to start off on the right side of the formation. Dillard waves everybody below the free throw line. Wants to work for one here. Baseline drive. Clark mishandles, picks it up, can't finish it. Ball tipped around. Wilson will come away with the rebound. Gets it off to Whitehead, pushing up along the far side. Goes up with the shot off the glass and in. Nicely done by Aaron Whitehead. He's got 7. Back to a 1-point ball game.
He had to put that shot up high off the glass. E.J. Farmer was going to block it.
5 seconds remain into the lane. Dillard kicks it outside, goes out of bounds. It'll be Lorain high ball with 1.8 seconds. Not quite a catch and shoot for Lorain High, but pretty doggone close.
Good defensive pressure there. Seth Wilson standing alone in the middle of the court.
Checking him. Give him a shot at it from midcourt. He'll launch. No. A little bit off the mark. So we've got a 1-point ball game as we head into the locker rooms at the half. Cleveland Heights up 34-33 over Lorain High. We'll take a little bit of a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at your first half stats brought to you by Buckeye Community Bank. We'll also give you our tip-off tip brought to you by the Ohio Educational Credit Union. That coming up right after this on WDLW 98.9, 1380, WDLWradio.com, as well as our partners tonight, WLCS TV 20.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea. We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place. Mentoring is important, and anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge. Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
I'm Don Vincent. David Rivera off to my left, off to my right. Joe Bach from WLCS TV 20. Always good to have him along. Real quick, before they get rolling here, quick thoughts on this one, David.
I can't believe how fast it's went. It's been a clean game. Both teams played really within themselves, not pressing the issue, letting whatever comes to them on both sides of the ball.
All right, Cleveland Heights will have the ball to start things off here in the hands of Jerron Harden. He'll sling it across, ball poked away from Jalen Davis. He'll recollect it. And boy, now Whitehead's down on the court. He can't get up. He's at the free throw line. 3-ball launched and nailed by Jerron Harden. And boy, the injury bug is kicking Lorain's butt.
I think that was maybe a low blow, Don.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. He's holding his left thigh, though.
Maybe a knee to the thigh?
Maybe that's it. Let's see if they're going to get him up and move it around. If it's muscular, you want to move it as soon as you can.
It looked like someone set a screen from Heights, and they caught him with their knee into his thigh. You could tell he's visibly upset and a little hurt walking off to the bench.
Well, they get a sub into the ball game. They'll tap Jameer Billings on the shoulder and say, "Get back out there, young buck. Go do some work."
And this is nothing new for the Titans. That's the good thing about them is they've all been playing all year, different positions. So just gelling is the main factor.
37-33, and you're echoing Coach Rossitano. That's exactly what he was talking about as we were spending some time out in the hall a little bit earlier on this evening. 37-33, here comes Wilson with the ball. Now there's one way that you're going to get him a touch. You let him bring it across the timeline. Jordan Jackson in the lane, little pump fake, has the shot blocked from behind, gets it back, tries to go up again. This time he'll convert. Nice, tough work inside. All right, Jackson, he's got 10.
Nice strong take there by Jordan.
Darvin Clark with the ball outside the arc on the left side for Cleveland Heights, works toward the baseline, gets turned away there, and you're seeing Billings at his best playing defense. Great footwork for the young man. Manny Hill with the ball, bounce pass goes to the left side. Harden outside the arc, couple little ball fakes there, not getting any kind of space from Jackson. So handed off, Manny Hill backs away. This is a good defensive possession here for the Titans.
Yeah, man-to-man defense, really pressuring the ball.
Well, you leave Farmer open, he'll drop the 3-ball, and he did it again. He's got 14 in the ball game.
Can't leave him open.
See the guys right next to him putting the 3-ball up in the air. As soon as he launched it, they knew it was going down. Jordan Jackson at the top, hesitates, spins it out. Billings thought about a 3, finds Wilson at the top of the key. Drives through, puts it up, got it and one.
Great take by Seth Wilson with the pump fake at first, then went right. Strong finish to pick up that basket and the foul.
Call that one, I believe, on Jalen Davis, actually, and that's his third, by the way. Team foul number 1 this quarter, and Wilson will go to the line with 5 points, an opportunity to bump it up to 6, also an opportunity to draw the lead down to 2. It's currently 40-37. It's going to stay right there. Rebound collected by Cleveland Heights. Here we go the other way. Darvin Clark hesitates on the right wing, works to the top of the key, goes between his legs, behind his back, kicks it down to the baseline. Bounce pass goes inside, and clearing and making space and putting the deuce in is Jalen Davis. He's got double digits now with 10. Going the other way, Billings along the baseline on the left side, kicks it out. Oh, Whitehead right back into the ball game. I didn't see him pop back in here. Works to the right side, puts up the left-handed layup, goes to the hardwood. Fast break opportunity for Heights. Here we go the other way. Layup missed, follow missed. Farmer there to clean up behind that. He's got 16.
E.J. Farmer with the nice putback.
Wilson to the right side, down to the right corner. Benningen launches long distance, nailed it. Benedict, his first basket.
He knew it was gone as soon as it left his hand. He stood there. Timeout, full timeout by the Titans, 44-40.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back on WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
44-40. Cleveland Heights up by a 4 spot. We were talking while we were away, David. For Lorain, you needed that 3 ball. You can't let this one slip away. A 7-point lead in a game like this is a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Great timeout there by the Titans, knocking down that 3 ball. Deontay Benedict, he knew it was good as soon as it left his hand. He stood there and looked at it, admired it. They needed this timeout. We've got to cut this game down. 2-possession ball game right now, but every possession counts. It's a back and forth matchup. Third quarter action.
10-7 third quarter in favor of Cleveland Heights thus far with 5:36 remaining. We'll see if the Titans can't kind of tighten that down just a little bit. Manny Hill will get the ball, and now Tigers will work up court. Garvin Clark will run the offense with that high dribble with the right hand. Once he gets into it, it's a little bit more compact. He'll work from the right wing to the left wing, sends it right back out top, finds Hill and gets it back on the left wing. Clark wants to work inside. Jalen Davis trying to make some space. Now he'll pop out and give the pick, rolls toward the basket, not going to be there for him. Clark will spot the long ball and nail it.
Great pick and roll there, action by the Tigers.
Here we go the other way. Wilson to answer. 3 ball, nailed it. Wilson's got 8 in the ball game. Here we go the other way with the ball. Clark outside the arc. The Lorain High defense has been solid all day long. Oh boy, that was an odd take there. Manny Hill went to, I don't know what he did, but he ended up just losing the handle on the ball and it went out of bounds.
Perimeter wing defense has been one of the keys for the Titans all year long, and they're showing that tonight.
You know what, Aaron Whitehead still feeling it a little bit. I saw him kind of rubbing that thigh. They're making him fix his jersey. He looks nice and neat and presentable, I guess. Whitehead to the left wing, hesitates there, finds a double team, then has to kick it out. Jordan Jackson into the lane, mishandles, and he's going to get called for a travel, and probably a good call. Got a little out of control coming across the top.
Yeah, lost that handle. The ball kind of went on top of his shoulder as he was making that move. Would be a carry or a travel. Same thing for the Titans.
Whitehead, Jackson, Benedict, Wilson, and what am I missing here? Devontae Jackson, there you go. Those are the guys on the court right now for Lorain High. For Cleveland Heights, it's Garvin Clark working across the top. He's got Manny Hill in the left wing. He's just going to get him to spot a 3 ball. Not going to happen. Rebound, Jalen Davis. Mishandles. Saved back inbounds nicely by Benedict. Fast break opportunity. Whitehead waits for everybody to catch up. It'll be Wilson for 3 on the pass back. Jackson, rebound, battled for it. Ball goes high, tipped out of bounds. No, saved back in. It'll be Benedict taking it away. He's got a fast break opportunity. Kicks it into the corner. Whitehead there. Hesitates, a little no-look pass. Wanted to find Wilson to go out of bounds off of Heights.
Good look there by Whitehead, just unable to make that pass. Credit the Heights defender. He really got in there. Jameer Billings checks back in for the Titans. Jordan Jackson will have a seat.
Take a little bit of a break here. It'll be Devontae Jackson smacking the ball to start things off on the unbounce play. They'll drop it off to Billings. He'll elevate immediately and put it in. He's got 7.
Nice curl cut there by Billings on that inbound play.
Down to a 1-point difference, 46-45. We're right back where we started at the beginning of the third quarter, a 1-point lead for Cleveland Heights. 3:42 on a running third quarter clock here in Cleveland Heights. To the right side it'll go. Manny Hill with the ball and a couple dribbles there.
Looks like some defensive confusion by the Titans. No one's guarding Manny Hill, and he just knocked down a 3. You could tell at the top of that possession, nobody was guarding Manny Hill.
You leave him open, he's going to nail it. Anybody at either one of these teams is going to take that shot and have a good success rate. Benedict tries to go outside, finds Wilson. He works into the lane, stops and pops from a dozen, rattles it in. Seth starting to show up. He's got 10 now. He's in double figures. Second Titan with 10 points. 2-point difference now, 49-47. 3 minutes remain in the third quarter. Outside the arc, left side, E.J. Farmer works to the top of the key, launches a 15-footer and puts it in. Solid as can be. He's got 18.
He's having his way here tonight, Don.
Been a fairly quiet 18, to be honest with you. We know he
didn't take a shot in the first quarter.
Right. Shot at the other end. No goal for Aaron Whitehead. Fast break opportunity. Hill goes to the rack. Misses the shot. Pump fake underneath on the rebound that time by Jerron Harden. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple. Let's see who they got on this one. We're going to call it on Devontae Jackson. I believe that's just his first. Jerron Harden has a couple free throws coming his way. These are only the third and fourth free throws of the evening for Cleveland Heights. There's just not been a lot of fouls called in this game at all. Not complaining, mind you. Free throw number 1 is good for Harden. That'll be his 4th point of the ball game. A couple of subs moving around here. Jordan Jackson will come back into the game. Whitehead will sit down. Looks like Smith Johnson, Jerron Harden, Garvin Clark, E.J. Farmer, and who am I missing
Smith
here?
Johnson and Dillard, Christian Dillard.
There you go. Second free throw is also good for Harden. He's got 5 points in the ball game. It's 53-47 now. And again, Cleveland Heights have been able to kind of stretch that lead a little bit. Working up court, Jordan Jackson sends it off to Wilson. Outside now to Benedict. Clearing at the top is Jackson. Thought about a 3-ball, wants to take the drive. He's going to get called for the travel again, and we'll head the other way. He's looking for a little bit of help on the bump. I don't think you're going to get that in this game.
Yeah, Jordan's taking over the point guard duties right now as Aaron Whitehead takes a break, just trying to create something off the dribble. Just a little bit too aggressive there by Jordan.
Ball came into Dillard. He'll get it back off to the left side. Clark will just work up court. 2:19 in the third quarter, 53-47 in favor of Cleveland Heights. E.J. Farmer puts the ball on his left hip. Wants to get the offense moving a little bit. Being D'd up out there by Devontae Jackson. Works to the top of the key, nails a 17-footer. That was just pure.
And E.J.'s having a great time tonight, Don. He's smiling, laughing. He's really in his zone right now.
It's an 8-point lead right now for Cleveland Heights. It should be happy with that. 55-47. Benedict outside the arc on the left wing. Spins toward the lane, steps up, scoops the pass up. I don't know how he got that in. Put it up, scooped it under, found the basket for his 5th point of the ball game. 55-49 now. It's a 6-point lead for Heights with 1.5 minutes remaining in the half. Take through the lane, missed, left it short. Farmer with the rebound, put back, and no, that one spins out. It'll be collected nicely by Benedict. Wants to push here with 1:26 remaining in the third quarter. Sends it left side, Billings, and then gets it right back. Deontay wants to run the offense. Works with the left hand, may have turned it over. The Cleveland Heights fans think that he did. Wilson sends it out. Benedict again, pump fake. Works to the top of the key. Takes the shot again, acrobatic, puts it up and in.
Creating space there by Deontay Benedict with those acrobatic shots.
Down to a 4-point difference, 55-51 in favor of Cleveland Heights. 1 minute exactly remaining in the third quarter. Yes, it continues to go fast. Out top is Dillard. Benedict tracks him down outside. They'll find Garvin Clark. Spins a couple times, baseline drive, sends it into the stands at the other side. Whipped that pass over to Jamarian Lanham, who just couldn't handle it. It'll be a turnover for Heights, and I don't think there's been a whole lot of just plain out-and-out turnovers by either squad.
Yeah, both teams playing very well. No sloppy passes tonight.
55-51. Cleveland Heights up by that 4 spot. Lorain High with the ball on their offensive end. 38 seconds remain in this third quarter. Billings will pop out. Seth Wilson, step out and help out. And now Jordan Jackson, 27, 26, 25. Billings with the ball, being checked out there by Lanham. Finds Seth Wilson. Wilson, ball over his head. Sends it over to Jordan Jackson, 17, 16, 15. When are they going to start the offensive series? I guessed at about 9 seconds. Down to 10, 9 now, 8. Jackson, top of the key, floats through the lane, puts it up, rattles it in. I don't know how he got that to fall, but that's 12 for him. And a 3/4 court shot by Farmer is going to be nowhere close, and we're only 1 point different than we started in the difference. It's 55-53 in favor of Cleveland Heights as we head into the final 8 minutes of this one. I think. We'll find out. We'll be back right after this on WLCS TV 20, WDLW 98.9 and 1380.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Well, John Music, what do you think of your Titans? They're down by a deuce as we head into the fourth quarter, 55-53. I'm Don Vincent along with David Rivera.
Classic Steel versus the Heights matchup.
There you go.
This goes back all the way to the mid-90s when Damon Stringer and Doug Taylor were battling it out.
Boy, you're going back into the history books.
Yeah,
Well,
those were my days.
Mine are way before that. Anyway, here we go. Lorain High has the ball, alternate possession. They've got the ball in the offense to start things off. Wilson, nice drive along the left side of the lane. Shoots over top of the hoop. Rebound comes down. Here goes Heights on the push. Dillard into the lane. He's able to get the layup to fall. He's got 5.
Christian Dillard, we talk about him being a football player. Strong upper body, was able to hold up in midair and make that shot.
With the ball, Whitehead scoops the ball up. Can't get it to fall. Tipped out of bounds. We're going to say it went off of Whitehead last. There were a couple guys under there battling for it.
2 possessions there for the Titans that were right underneath the basket. Should have been capitalized on, that they just came up a little short.
Heights with the ball, length of the court to go. It'll be Clark working up. E.J. Farmer actually came up and helped out a little bit with that. He'll get the ball outside the arc on the right side. No surprise that Jameer Billings draws that defensive assignment. Smith Johnson with the ball for Heights on the right wing. They'll send it across now down toward the baseline. Dillard there, sends it out. 3-ball launched, and there's that 3-ball foul that you're looking for. No call on that one. Manny Hill. I think officials have become savvy to that. Drive for Dillard, goes into the lane. No, they're going to call that one off, and it's going to be a foul on Lorain High. And I want to say, did they get
Deontay Bennigan picking up the foul?
That'll be his second. Team foul number 2 on Lorain High. 4-point difference, 57-53. Ball comes into Lanham. He'll kick it back out top. Manny Hill, right back. Farmer for 3. That one well off balance. Couldn't hit that one. Gets it right back. He'll launch from the same spot. That one a little bit strong too. Rebound collected nicely that time by Jordan Jackson. Had to battle for it. Sends it left side. Bennigan dribbles it off his foot. And that'll be another turnover for the Titans, unfortunately. We haven't said that a lot, but those ones have been key. Working up court is Christian Dillard, putting on a little bit of a show with dribble skills. Takes the shot, no. Rebound, right back to Dillard. Pump fake in the lane, gets fouled, and 1. That was a strong take by Christian Dillard.
Again, with the upper body strength, just being able to control himself, take the foul, and then go up and make the basket.
Want to say they got Jordan Jackson on the foul. That is the case. His first, team foul number 3. Dillard will go to the line, 7 points, opportunity to make it 8, but a bigger opportunity to make it a 7-point lead here if he's able to convert.
E.J. Farmer sitting down for the Tigers and taking a little bit of break.
Free throw is good. That leaves the score at 60-53 in favor of Cleveland Heights.
And the Titans need a bucket like right now, Don.
Doesn't have to be a 3, just need to put the ball in the hole. That's really all it's about right now. Monte Jackson, top of the key, almost has the ball poked away, finds Seth Wilson. He'll drop it off, and there's the basket. Aaron Whitehead drills the 3-ball off the left wing. He's got 10 points in the ball game, and it's a 4-point difference, 60-56.
Much needed basket there by the Titans, right on time as we called it.
Christian Dillard with the dribble, comes across the timeline, works over toward his bench on the far side of the court. Wanted to go right, got cut off, and a 5-second call. That's not a very tight call there. I got to tell you, they give him a lot of leeway on that defensive pressure.
Yeah, good job there by Devontae Jackson, sticking with Christian Dillard the whole time and creating that turnover.
J.R. Bremer, the head coach at Cleveland Heights, is like pointing at his wrist. You know, hey, are you checking the time? 5:40 remains in this ball game, a 4-point difference. Bremer's a great story. Local guy, does good, goes to the NBA, comes back to coach his hometown school. That's a nice story. Whitehead takes the drive along the lane, somehow gets the right-handed layup up and in. He's got a dozen now. It's a little scoop shot. That was a tough one.
And the Titans are down by 2 right back into this ball game, Don.
60-58 with 5:17 remaining in the ball game. Christian Dillard out top, being checked out there by Devontae Jackson. Works it off to the right side, moving away from pressure was Manny Hill. Right back to Dillard. Wanted to duck in. He's trying to clear out some space. Garvin Clark, rather, is kind of where he wanted to go, and he waved him out of the way. He'll come across the top. Dillard still with the dribble. Sends into the lane. Somehow drops it off to Lanham, who puts it in his first basket. But that was a long possession, too. I thought it was D'd up more tightly that time than they were the prior time. 4-point lead for Cleveland Heights now with 4:44 remaining in the ball game. 62-58, Lorain High on their offensive end. Seth Wilson at the top, works to the right side. Jackson, now Billings. Couple dribbles into the lane, sends it into the corner. Working out there is Devontae Jackson. Wants to drive, scoops it across. It'll go out of bounds off the hands of Lanham. Jamarian Lanham's really putting in some good minutes here in this quarter. He'll sit down now, but he helped them out in this fourth quarter. That's the first action he's seen all night long.
Yeah, E.J. Farmer was a little winded. He needed a break, and he's back in for the Tigers now.
No surprise there. 4-point lead for Cleveland Heights. Lorain with the ball underneath with a 4-point deficit, 62-58. Comes into Wilson. Well, he is strong. That is a man's body. He'll take the drive along the baseline, kicks it out to Billings, gets it right back in the right corner for 3, in and out. Rebound is going to go into the hands of Garvin Clark and will head the other way. 4:16 remaining. Dillard continues to want to move people around. Jerron Harden, he wants him out of the corner.
They're trying to post up E.J. Farmer on Jameer Billings.
And another 5-second call, and good defense by Lorain High. That one's
Jackson.
legit.
Yeah. Jordan Jackson applying pressure there, and Titans were able to pick up that call.
4:04 remains in the ball game. 62-58. Lorain High with an opportunity here with the offensive possession to cut into this 4-point lead. Don Rossitano taking some liberties, about a step and a half out onto the court. The officials aren't going to say much to either one of these coaches, at least not yet. Left side, Deontay Benedict with the ball in the arc, drops it down. Whitehead wants to post up, pump fake, puts it up, left hand, no. Ball tipped around. Billings almost took it away, somehow ends up going forward. Farmer at the other end lays it in. Thought about dunking it, was smart just to put it in.
EJ's a left-handed player. He went up strong with his hand and was able to finish for the Tigers.
Some of their fans rising to their feet, a little bit disappointed that didn't get put down the other way. Benedict at the top. Deontay clears with the offhand, goes up, puts it in.
Both teams playing very physical. That was a close call there, Don. Benedict could have been with the foul. We got a timeout by the Titans, full timeout. We'll take a break.
Be right back.
WDLW will be right back.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits. Online VA claims made simple.
9-7 fourth quarter in favor of Cleveland Heights. That'll leave it a 4-point lead for them, 64-60. As we work our way through this one's been a very fast game. Been a very entertaining ball game, David.
And a very clean game. We talked about it. The referees have done a great job here controlling this game. Both teams have just really displayed a good vibe, a good energy, no trash talking. They've just been strictly business going back and forth at each other.
Well, and I think there's some mutual respect here between the teams and the players. By the way, and we would be remiss saying, not a lot of fouls. The game's gone really well. How about a tip of the cap to the officials?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to complain about them after tonight.
I haven't heard one person in the crowd say bad call or you missed it. They've been on top of it.
Yeah. All right, Cleveland Heights has the ball up by 4, 64-60. I'm Don Vincent. David Rivera immediately to my left. Joe Bach from WLCS here. David Q on the back at studio control back in Oberlin. 3 minutes remaining in this one. Cleveland Heights wants to back off and extend this Lorain High defense, which kind of makes some sense. Pull them out of the middle where they've been strong.
I think the Titans are fighting against the clock now.
Exactly, down by that 4. Dillard in one corner. You've got Garvin Clark in the other corner. They're going to play catch back and forth until Lorain High does something about it. Now John Rossitano says, okay, guys, come out. Let's push the tempo a little bit. Garvin Clark in that corner near midcourt. Now they'll start the count. They'll take the dribble. Wants to go to work. Wilson will come out and help out on the defensive side. They'll kick it across to Dillard. And Cleveland Heights content to burn some time. Dillard with the drive into the lane. Kicks it all the way across. Found Manny Hill. He'll work it right back out. Smart move by Hill.
Yeah, Manny Hill's a great floor general. Experienced. Knew that you should not take a shot right now. Let's burn this clock.
Clark, spin move. Wanted to take the baseline drive. Good work by Billings to cut him off there, but he's willing to work right back outside. Takes the drive again. Bounces it to nobody except the cheerleaders.
I think he was expecting E.J. Farmer to cut more to the opposite side of the block, and he never moved.
The Cleveland Heights folks are upset. I didn't see a Lorain guy anywhere near it.
It was clearly a pass by the Tigers, and it was just a miscommunication.
Well, it was a pass to the third cheerleader in from
yes.
the right.
They are wearing the same jerseys as the Heights Tigers.
That's true.
This gray that they're wearing tonight.
Toward the baseline is Jordan Jackson. Ball knocked away, picked up by Seth Wilson. He leaves a 15-footer short. The follow-up rolls off the rim. Rebound collected underneath by Jalen Davis. He's in all kinds of hurt. Check that. That was Jerron Harden. He's going to end up getting fouled.
And those are two attempts that Seth Wilson would love to have back.
Boy.
Both of those inside the paint, just not being able to connect.
Jordan Jackson whistled for his second foul, team foul number 4 on the Titans. So Cleveland Heights with the length of the floor to go, 1:48 on the clock. It's a 4-point Cleveland Heights lead, 64-60 over Lorain High. Free throws have not been a big part of this game. Don't think they're going to be. Quickly, Cleveland Heights up the court. Nice job by Billings to poke it away from behind, but it went off on him. Garvin Clark, I think he probably would have taken the layup. No one was there to cut him off.
Yeah, he had a wide open look, and he was definitely going to take it. Good job there by Billings to play defense and get back.
Devontae Jackson comes back into the ball game for Lorain High. Got some defensive specialists out there as Cleveland Heights sets up on their offensive end. Garvin Clark has it outside the arc along the right baseline. Sends Farmer away as he dribbles toward midcourt. 136, 135, 134 left. Crosses over a couple times into the lane. Kicks it outside. Finds Dillard. He'll go back to the dribble and back away from pressure. Coach John Rossitano says, okay, Titans, pull the defensive pressure out. Bring it out a little bit. Little half step there by Manny Hill. Ducks in, backs out against Billings. Works with the left hand to the left elbow. Kicks it outside. Thought about a 3-ball that time, did Harden. Decided better of it. Nice spin move by Hill into the lane. Dump pass down to Farmer. Layup and 2. He's got 24 in the ball game. 6-point lead now for Cleveland Heights. Into the lane. Good take. Jordan Jackson off the glass. Can't finish with it. Going to go out of bounds. Off of Seth Wilson on the rebound. That was a big miss.
Yeah, Jordan taking that ball strong and just a little bit too much on it. Bounced off of the rim and did not convert that basket.
Aaron Whitehead back into the ball game for Lorain High. Cleveland Heights staying with this lineup. It's working out for him. Working up court. Garvin Clark gets it off to Dillard, and a timeout comes off the Cleveland Heights bench. And I think he wants a full. It will be a full, which means we'll take the break as well. 66-60. Favor Cleveland Heights over Lorain High. We'll be right back with this one after this.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
66-60. Cleveland Heights over Lorain High in an LEL end-of-season contest that may really determine who's the conference champion.
Yeah, absolutely. This game had everything on the line. Cleveland Heights has stepped up here in this fourth quarter, taking a 3-possession lead. 49 seconds left here in Cleveland Heights.
66-60, 49 seconds. Yeah, it's tight. It's really tight. Heights will have the ball. They'll bring it in. This is where not having committed a lot of fouls is going to hurt you if you're Lorain High. Dillard works up across midcourt, finds Garvin Clark into the lane. Athletic shot, misses that one. Billings rebound. Gets it quickly forward. Devontae Jackson. Seth Wilson for three. Bounces off the rim, won't fall, but Devontae Jackson there to clean up behind it. He's got 8 now, and it makes it 66-62. And a 30-second timeout is going to be taken by John Rossitano. Just wants to set up the defense.
Yeah, and that's
a
great
personnel change.
Yeah, go defense, offense, go back and forth. Billings has played really well. Crunch time here. Still a 2-possession ball game. 30 seconds left, trying to stretch it out as far as they can. Maybe some intentional fouls, Don.
Oh, sure.
To try to slow this thing down and put the Tigers at the line.
If you're gonna go after the intentional fouls, you're gonna have to go after them quickly. You've got 14 fouls at this point. That's part of the problem with not having a lot of fouls. I kind of referenced that just a moment ago. You got 32 seconds, 31.9 seconds. You got to pick up a bunch of fouls and give yourselves opportunities. And then you've got to hope the Cleveland Heights can't hit the free throws.
It's been all E.J. Farmer this second half.
As a team, I'm trying to see how they shoot free throws. They didn't give me team numbers. That's okay. Had the stats package, just didn't have that number. Garvin Clark to inbounds for Cleveland Heights. Length of the court to go. Did it fairly quickly, and there's your quick foul. That one's going to be on Benigin, his 3rd. Team foul number 5. So you lost fraction of a second there. Well, a couple seconds, actually.
So expect one more foul here by the Titans to send them to the line.
Oh, you got 2 more.
2 more.
Yeah. Ball comes in. They'll find Dillard. He'll get fouled from behind. And unfortunately, Benigin gets whistled for that one. That's his 4th. Now, he's got to be smart with 28 seconds remaining. He can't get himself close to anybody. Yeah, Coach Rossitano backs him off toward midcourt and says one of these other guys got to pick up a foul.
Yeah, that's not the guy you wanted to be picking up all the fouls.
Exactly. Timeout taken by Heights. They couldn't quite get the ball in to beat the 5-second count. And I think it's just going to be a 20-second timeout. J.R. Bremer says, yep, that's all I want right now. He's got 2 full timeouts left. John Rossitano has a full timeout left. 66-62 in favor of Cleveland Heights. Now he's got to stay the course here. You've got to sell out to the foul. Yeah. Unfortunately,
you've got to foul. You've got to try to space this game out, send them to the line, and take your chances that the Tigers are going to miss their free throws. I think in the 4th quarter, the Tigers did a good job of really preventing the Titans from getting the ball. They did a lot of spreading it out and ball-controlled offense.
In support of what you're saying, they really valued every possession, and I think that really was kind of the difference here. Good passes, good looks. Everybody knew what they wanted to do and how they were going to do it, and that was the success they had here in this 4th quarter. Manny Hill will inbound. There's the foul, and boy, look who you foul.
That's not the guy you want to put at the line. That's E.J. Farmer.
We'll go to the line for the 1-and-1.
Funny stat is this is his 1st free throw attempt of the night.
It is exactly it. Foul's called on Jameer Billings, his 1st, team foul number 7. So E.J. Farmer with 24 points in the ball game.
11 in the first half, 13 here in the second half. He has dominated here for the Heights Tigers.
He didn't score in the first quarter.
Yeah. He didn't even take a shot in the first quarter.
Yeah. Free throw number 1 comes off. Rebound. Wilson works up court. 25 seconds. Comes across the timeline. Whitehead alone for 3. No. Rebound. Billings kicks it right back out to him. Wilson at the top of the key. He'll force it up. No. It'll be Whitehead with another look at the 3. That one's going to come up short. Rebound into the hands of Jerron Harden. He'll get fouled. And boy, that couple good looks at 3 balls. Can't knock him down, unfortunately.
Hard-fought battle here from the Titans. I know they're upset because they left some shots on the floor that they thought they should have made. Just one of these games that you have to just chalk up. You know, Lake Erie League, both teams fighting and battling it out. They didn't let us down today.
Jerron Harden at the line. 1-and-1, misses it. Rebound comes down to Titans. Benigin for 3 out of the corner. Goes up high off the glass. No. Rebound collected by Harden, and that will be at ball game, 66-62. Cleveland Heights over Lorain High, and they are solidly at the top of the LEL. Lorain High going into a weekend where they'll get their seeds and their positions in the tournament has some things to think about. For everybody that was joining us on WLCS TV 20, thanks for joining us. Thank you to Joe Bach. Appreciate the opportunity to work with you yet again.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.